Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. Samurai Sam dropping a crab rave. We are off to, I think this is Dar es Salaam. I didn't look. All destinations are circles, no traffic lights. And Sam has correctly noted that I completely forgot to turn off the subathon rewards. So we're going to do that. It's probably a good idea. Don't choose. Well, if you do choose a new game, I mean, there's nothing stopping me from playing a different game, I suppose. Let's go ahead and turn some of those off, though, shall we? Go in here to our, where's our viewer rewards? There's our viewer rewards. I know how to do this. I'm a good streamer person. Good Lord, Mini Motorways. Boop, boop, boop. We'll send these over here in like so. Bop like that. Let's manage these, no. Let's manage these power-ups and channel points. Let's see here. I should probably, this is just a hypothesis. Nora, hi, not doing this now. Should probably not have add a necktie on. Seems like a bad thing to have. Should probably not have do the nice reward on. Seems like a bad idea. Other than that, is there anything else I needed to do? All right, the new game. Where's the new game thing? I can't find the new game thing. Hold on. Cost what, 2,500? There it is. Hey! Now I turn that off, and now we come over here, and we take a bridge, and we actually continue and play the video game. How's about that? No traffic lights, no roundabouts, no motorways, only red businesses. Final destination. Thank you, Hulkamat. Sunflare Space, tossing a yeet out there. Sunny was here first. Good afternoon, Sunflare Space. I hope you are doing well. This desk mic might be ever so slightly a skosh clipping. And if it is ever so slightly a skosh clipping, that means it's been ever so slightly a skosh clipping for like 4 months, because I haven't adjusted the volume of the desktop mic on the... Yeah, somebody left items on Hulkamat. Oh, Matthew has noticed that with red and yellow, we're basically doing Hulkamania, which is not, it's not a thing a person should do, honestly. There was once a time when you could reasonably say, I want to be a Hulkamaniac, have fun with my family and friends. But that time, I believe that time has passed. Let's take this dark blue, run it down this way. Sunny's going on vacation, hooray! Give me 30 road tiles. Sounds like a good thing to have. Don't necessarily need us a second roundabout. This red here has a bit of a lengthy run ahead of it, but it'll be basically fine. These two will support this business, not well, actually, at all, but, well, it'll be fine. Sam just got back from vacation. In fact, I know that because one of the many good and productive things I managed to do this weekend was pick Sam up from the train station. Which was a true thing. It was a good time. Got to listen to Brian David Gilbert's perfect poke rap from one PAX several years ago. It's a good little 30-minute presentation that builds to a funny thing, which is what you need out of life sometimes. BDG's working with Dropout now. I almost said he was working with Gilbert, which I suppose is technically true given that he's Brian David Gilbert. So yeah, he is working with Gilbert. But no, he's working with Dropout now, which, I mean, that's a fucking perfect marriage. Well, Sam, you see, I did spend, and this is mostly on me because Sam said he was going to be at the train station at 8:15 and wound up being there at like 8:20. So it's mostly on me. But I did spend half an hour sitting and waiting. So no, I got to see the whole thing. So I watched the performance. It was a good performance. Let's take another bridge, which we're gonna need, given that I just used a bridge. We got one yellow to spawn down here. Now hold on, hold the phone. If we're gonna get yellows to spawn down here, does that mean we can yellows this way? No. No. Oh, badness. Oh. Oh, friends and chums, no. No, don't do this thing. No, this thing that you're doing, this is a bad thing to do. Oh. Oh, I think they're doing a bad thing. Curses. All right, can we stick this roundabout? We can't actually place this roundabout anywhere useful in here, so we might as well not use it there. But I am starting to think that it might go well here. Oh boy, 22-hour bus ride. That's a hefty bus. It's the official term for that is a hefty bus. You go up here, go down around there. This is going to be really gross, actually. But, you know, maybe it'll be fine. Maybe in the fullness of time we'll come to appreciate and recommend this to all of our friends. No? No, I don't think so. This blue house here is going to spawn at the head of the yellow road. And then, actually, no, it comes down into this double plaza. Okay. So you're not going to actually do anything. I thought that this was the road that came down here, but no, this is the road that comes down here. Comes down here, comes down here. This is the road that comes down here. It ferries all the blue guys. No? No, okay. It was 44 hours in a bus for €140 or €700 to fly, and it's still an 18-hour travel day. Good Lord. Good Lord. Where are you going? Mars? I don't think you can actually get to Mars in 44 hours round trip, but still, where are you going? It could be Mars. We can't eliminate the possibility that it's Mars. Now, these... Good morning, Peters19 says that you just got 57.58 on the daily challenge. I have a heart out, so you know, getting 57.58 would be nice, but at the same time, I wouldn't be heartbroken if that didn't happen. So let's see. These purples right here will run down thusly, and then up thisly, and in here, boop like so. Boop like so. Could have cut this one tile sooner, actually. Have them cut right here. There you go. A little bit more efficiencated. The 5 of you come in this way, service that. That is going to be okay. Now, hold on. Are there only 2 houses? There are still only 2 houses servicing this circle. It's bad. It's getting to a point where it's bad. And again, what if we did that? If I do that, we're going to have a red business. This is probably going to fuck with everything. Actually. Yeah, you know, it may not necessarily be a good thing to do that thing I just did. Okay. Let's not then. Let's bring that back up here. We got another motorway, which my inclination is to use it to motorway stuff, but there isn't really, like, I don't want to mess with anything going on here dark blue wise, just because this is 5, and no matter how I chop it, if I chop it, that means it's going to be 2 go into 1, which is bad. On the other hand, you know, if I was to, say, chop this and subsequently chop the roundabout, murder all of this stuff, chop right there, we have these 2 on a little straight shot motorway number 2. That doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. It seems pretty good. As, you know, we'll have 2 houses support a circle goes. There are worse ways to have 2 houses support a circle. Observe this red circle, which also has 2 houses supporting a single circle, and, well, you can tell how well that's going. Hey look, more yellow. That's basically fine. We've got 40 road tiles kicking around. We'll use some of them like so. Boop. So the 4 of you go over here. Hey, if we want to get like a big cluster of yellows going up here, bring them down here, deal with that motorway, I would not be opposed to that concept. Hey, yeah, let's do that concept. Okay. So you go here, you go there. Motorway number 1 shall be murdercated. You 3 will be stapled over here. This little yellow circle shall be the most supported yellow circle in the history of the world. Boop and boop. And then we run over here and down that away. Waboosh. Okay. It should be stated, had a very good and fun and productive weekend. I did laundry, which, is not a fun thing, but it's a thing that needs doing. I did laundry, I ran my dishwasher, I vacuumed my rugs, cleaned up all of the mess that I had made. I put away like 6 weeks worth of ties that I've been keeping on my ties to be sorted hanger for a while. Let's see here. Oh, this thing here. Interesting. You are extant. How, one wonders, are we going to support that? I believe the answer is a bridge, actually. And we're going to do that with a bridge by doing this. We're going to have these 3, which now exist, come down here and support the circle that away. And then these 3 are going to boop and down and right here. Sam, and this is just a hypothesis, perhaps you should put your Steam name in the chat, and then Peters19 can friend you, given that your Steam name, I'm reasonably sure, is not your full name. Let's take a bridge. We'll take a bridge here. You replace the bridge we just used. Get some more road tiles. Be a little more efficient with these purples. Oh, hi. Oh, you've spawned in. Well, if you're gonna spawn right next to a thing, there are worse ways to do it. On the other hand, I have 2 spare motorways kicking around, so why would I ask 5 houses to support 2 businesses when I could instead just chop and dash? There. We've chopped, now we'll dash. The 4 of you will motorway number 1 yourself up here. Doot. And wadoot. And you go down here. These 3 reds are supplementing the 2 reds that had been supporting this business, which means that this business is just fine now. We're generally anti-doxing here. There's very little good to be gained from knowing the real name of even like a terrible person. Like, maybe if you find out that someone who's posting racist stuff or truly awful material is like a school teacher or a politician, that could be good to know. But if it's just like, hey, this dude's an asshole, and also I know that he lives in Brooklyn on 9th Street. I don't know. Is there a 9th Street in Brooklyn? Does 9th Street go through Brooklyn? This is my stunning lack of New York geographical knowledge is betraying me once again. But if you just happen to discover that some shitfucker lives on 9th Street in Brooklyn, that doesn't actually do anything for you, and it's bad. Don't dox people. Don't dox randos. There you go. We're anti-rando doxing. That's it. That's what we are. We're anti-rando doxing. Also, wait a second. Hold on. We got weird shit happening here. I was not fully paying attention to what was going on down south. Not fully paying attention to what was going on down south is the story of America, really. Media coverage, Civil War, etc., etc. All right. You are going to unloop down this way, and instead you will thusly loop right here and right here. And then you straight shot down there. So the 3 of you service that. That should be fine. Let's do this instead. Is this a longer road? We can do that. There. 3 of you, nice and simple, like so. Reconstruction is a perfect fucking example of not really fully paying attention to what was going on down south. Listen, there's a legitimate, and I am not an actual scholar of United States history, but I know enough to know there is a legitimate case to be made that fucking up Reconstruction in the specific way the United States fucked up Reconstruction was actually the worst thing we've done as a country. And think of the ground that covers. But I digress. This yellow here will support that. That'll be fine. We'll toss another motorway down this way to supplement this single house as it supports this business. So these two now have something to do. This business is cannot dead. You always want things to be cannot dead. Boop and boop. You go down. Yeah, Andrew Johnson turned out didn't do it terribly well. Didn't work out for the best. I don't want to suggest that it was this one dude's fault, because it was not that one dude's fault, but that one dude did not have the particular, let's say, chutzpah of one Abraham Q. Lincoln. I don't remember Lincoln's middle name. I don't think I ever learned it. I'm sure I learned it at some point, but I don't know it. Anyway, we'll take ourselves a motorway, and it's tempting to use it to get these light blues up here to this business. On t'other hand, let's see here. Well, there's a reason I never learned Lincoln's middle name. It's a good reason, too. On the other hand, what we could do is what we're going to do, where we're going to burn our extant roundabout. Sorry about that, tree. You're a casualty of circumstance. You go up this way and then down that way. You always love to be called a casualty of circumstance. It's not anybody's fault that we fucked you over. It's just someone needed an overfucking, and we chose you. So you go here. These two light blues can boop up this way. Are we just doing no traffic lights today? We are just doing no traffic lights today. Well, that's fine. Thank you for the Goog Luck wishes, Petas19. So I mentioned I had a good, fun, and productive weekend, right? You know, I did a bunch of chores, and I chopped up a bunch of videos. I edited some Phoenix Wrights with my new, not Phoenix Wrights, but Great Aces Attorney. I'm just gonna, God, it's like, I'm like an old person. I'm an Ace Attorney boomer. Oh my God, that's what I am. Ace Attorney Boomer is the title of the goddamn episode, but I'm an Ace Attorney Boomer in that, you know how when you were a kid, no matter what video game you were actually playing, your grandma would always be like, oh, there's little Joey playing on his Nintendo. I'm an Ace Attorney Boomer in the sense that no matter what game I'm actually playing in the Ace Attorney series, I call it a Phoenix Wright. It's probably not a good thing. I'm going to take a roundabout instead of a bridge because I'm stupid and have a gimmick to which to commit, I guess. I don't know. There's no good reason to. Also, I really shouldn't be pausing so much. I do have a hard out. Thank you, Phoenix, for reminding me that I have a hard out and I really need to, go quickly. So, you three are going to come here and then there. What we're trying to do, incidentally, is draw this road up here in such a manner. Somebody redeemed a thing that I haven't looked at in a sec, that I can't look at right now. You go that away. We kill motorway number 1. Sunflare Space would like to issue the following public service announcement. This is a public service announcement courtesy of the Sun-Flared Space J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter books and other several less recognizable and, one might argue, good books, is TERF, and TERFs are bad, is the TLDR. There are, reasons and thoughts there, but fuck J.K. Rowling and fuck TERFs and fuck that nonsense. So yeah, this has been a public service announcement. Thank you, Sunflare Space. This purple we'll make a little trio of purple right there. Nope, I lied. You go there. We'll make a little trio of 999 instead. It'll be fine. It's an Overdrive, Final Fantasy X. Good video game. You go here. This yellow we can peel back off this way because we've got plenty of yellow coming down this way. Bop like so. Let's see here. Let's go with a motorway. This dark blue is starting to become a bit of a fuckstick. Do we have anything to do to fix that other than the stupid thing I'm about to do? Because who buddies this is a stupid thing I'm about to do. We'll draw motorway number 4 like so. It'll schlep these 2 houses down this way, and then they'll just kind of duke it out with the other off-ramp, that'll be fine, right? This is how successful businesses operate their parking structure. They just keep building motorways until shit falls apart. Totally fine. Hundo P, A-OK. All right, so this light blue goes over this way. This light blue has spawned in a wonderfully convenient position just as soon as I say notice it. So this light blue business should be okay. This dark blue business is still fucked, but what are you gonna do? This dark blue business is starting to get a little bit fucked. I'm noticing a theme with my dark blues. It's that they're fucked. It's not great. You don't love to see it. All right, let's redraw this ever so slightly to get one more dark blue on this road. This dark blue business, I really can't. Give me another motorway. You can give me another motorway. I'd like it if you did, in fact. But what if I'm just kind of spitballing here? We can sneak you all the way in like so, but that's only going to run a house down this way. So it doesn't actually get anyone down this way, which is what we initially intended to. Okay. Well, I mean, that's bad. I don't know what you want out of me. Here, I have an idea. Hold on. What if we do motorway number 5 over this way, and now a third motorway? Here comes a new challenger. Yes, you 3 houses come down here. This dark blue business is also mad, by the way. So, like, actually, come to think of it, all of the dark blues that exist are mad at me right now. So it might just be their problem. Like, did you ever consider that if everyone in an entire group is mad at you, it might just be the group's problem? Like, maybe the dark blues are just jerks. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe these are just dark. Everybody else is fine. Nobody's even perturbed with me at the moment. But the dark blues are like, oh, fuck this guy. Maybe maybe they're just Republicans. Maybe the dark blues are just Republicans. It's UK politics where the conservatives are blue, right? Well, fuck you, blue guys. Oh, look, you've brought in your light proof lens. Let's continue this metaphor. These are the reform fuckers. Fuck you, Reform Party. We're going to ignore the fact that Labour's also mad at me. Labour's just been trending to the right for years, really. I'm an expert on British politics, turns out. This metaphor is perfect. Samurai Sam has dropped some Samurai Slams in the chat because, well, top 10% is good. 3661 is a good number, but it's no 5323, and it's no, what did Peter say he got, like 5126 or something? I don't know. I just scrolled all the way up to the top of the chat and I didn't see it. Oh well. 5758. Yeah, that didn't happen either. That hours. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say ow. All right, bring this back in. So as I was saying multiple times before I got distracted by me, I had a very good, fun, and productive weekend. I did dishes, I vacuumed my rugs, I put away a bunch of shit, I folded a bunch of cardboard boxes, got those ready to go out. I set up a new computer for work. I chopped up a handful of videos. I used the new end screen that Izzy made for me. And oh, by the way, we also managed to sneak in a 12-hour subathon stream, which was a ton of fun. We did Subathon 8 this past Saturday, played a whole bunch of games, including one that has actually stuck around for me, I think, Faster Than Light. It's a good game, it turns out. I'm bad at it, or at least, I don't know. I keep hitting a wall. Like, I get to the second or third, or I think one time I made it to the fourth little system, and then inevitably some big ship comes and fucks me up, and it's like, oh, I've been up-fucked, have I? It's unfortunate. I think I would benefit from, like, maybe do it on stream with someone on chat or something, but I think I would benefit from having someone who's played the game look at the terrible mistakes I'm making and be like, hey, that's a terrible mistake. It would be good to know if I'm making a terrible mistake. Let's see. So there's an H in the word. It could be thank. No, it can't be. There's no H. There's no T, rather. It could be shank. Could absolutely be shank. Oh my god, I thought it was shank for a minute there. Well, it's sha something. It could be shade. Could be shade. Could be shady. Could be shame. It could be shame. Could be no, it can't be shale. It could be shape. There are plenty of shay things it could be. No, it's not shame. It could be shape. We're just trying to fill in the blank here. It's shape. Hooray! Trying to run from big scary ships. That's maybe a thing I should do at some point. Is try to run. I've never tried to run from a combat, which might have a thing to do with the reason I keep dying in combat, actually, now that you mention it. You have a good point, Sam. Maybe maybe sometimes fleeing is a good idea. Interesting. Let's draw some connections between the fact that I never flee and the fact that I never win. But it's like, I'm in a fight, and, well, okay, the benefit of running away is you get to keep living, which is true. The drawback of running away is all of the missiles and shit that you lost, you've done for nothing, and all of the damage you took for nothing. But again, you get to keep living. So that's good. You can run when you first see the ship. No, you can't. No, you absolutely can't, because your FTL drive is fucked. Your FTL drive is fucked. Sam, I'm not talking about like there's not like a boss that I've found or anything. I'm just talking like I'm going through the little map thing and I come to a battle thing, and it's like, oh, you have to wait for your FTL to charge up. So it's like, okay, I could sit here and not fight you, I guess, or I could fight you. I'm gonna be here for a while either way, and you're trying to kill me, so Anyway, we need to make some general connections here, such as, good Lord, I'm not seeing anything right here. I see ozone, and I'm thinking, layer, but there aren't any, like, obvious layers here. All right, let's see. Grit, resolve, will, and spirit are all, like, stick-to-itiveness and erg. I don't know how the New York Times categorizes stick-to-itiveness and erg, but I think that's one. There we go. Fortitude. Okay. All right, that's good. That's smart. It's a WWF Raw Deal term, but, way to reference oh, God, how long has Raw Deal been functionally dead as a product? I mean, it's been functionally dead as a product since Arrival, but it's been materially dead as a product for 15 years? Something like that. Way to reference a long-dead card game, Goog. Long-dead card game that has had a message board of enthusiasts trying to keep it alive for the last 15 years. One time I stumbled upon there's a tiny little forum of people who used to play Raw Deal when it was an active thing and have kept developing the game themselves just as fans. And, well, try to imagine, just think to yourself, what if you take a bunch of collectible card game nerds and have them, with no guidance or oversight or mandate to appeal to the masses, have them develop this already overly complicated card game in a vacuum for 15 years? Try to imagine what that card game would look like in 15 years. Yeah. Sam has correctly noted that pointer, tip, suggestion, and trick are all hints, I guess, or ways to get through, bits of advice. There you go. Frequent and often are, nope, hold on. Visit, haunt, patronize, and frequent. These are all things that you go to places. These are what Norm Peterson does to Cheers. Nice 35-year-old television show reference, Goog. It's what you get from me. References that can almost vote, or can definitely drink, which makes sense for a Cheers reference. Anyway, canine, ozone, freight, and often are... I don't know, I'm going to be mad at this purple, aren't I? Oh, they're words that end in numbers. Okay. I mean, that's true. Characters from Cheers who I think would be good presidents. Carla. Cliff. Maybe Frasier? Lilith. Yes. Lilith Stern. That's what we want. Lilith Stern for president 2024. I said can vote. Well, listen, if you're 35, you can vote. It's functionally true. Also, if you're 15, you can almost vote. We need to rise and shine for today's Strands theme. Lilith Stern for president 2024. She's basically Kamala Harris, but you can wish cast more. Oh, God. Okay. Rise and shine. Sam saw snooze, which tells me that, what do we have? Alarm clock functions? Would be a little bit specific for a Strands game, but... well, here's the Z. So if you go from there... Okay. There's our snooze. Boop. And boop. It is just alarm clock. Okay. Sam sees radio, which is around here. I see ADO. Oh, there's the So we put those together. It's a Oh. Radio's not a thing. Maybe it's maybe that's half of the spangram we just found. The word "we" is doing a lot of work in that sentence, but Waker? Yeah, there's wake. Oh, okay. So it's wake, waker, wakes. You could have gotten easy hint words from that, but nope. Okay. What do we have here? We have, well, here's just a word. Ow. Here's just a website. Rise and shine. Words for waking and sleeping? Possibly. Snooze? Snooze could be sleeping, I guess. Oh, we used to be good at Strands, but we can't anymore because of... Oh, no. We couldn't get woke. I thought we could get woke. Sad times. All right, well, let's get Bone just for a little bit of gray. Woot is a website. Yes! Woot is a deals emporium, which got bought by Amazon a while ago and is now an Amazon-focused deals emporium. But still, there's like... you can get, like, good deals on Woots. They have this thing called a Woot Off, which is just rapid flash sales on random things. And sometimes it's like, oh, you can get this reasonably decent mid-tier laptop for the price of a shitty low-tier laptop. And sometimes it's like, hey, you want 50 AAA batteries for $10? I'll sell you 50 AAA batteries for $10. Only if you buy in the next like 8 minutes, though. We have to move on. But still, if you want 50 AAA batteries in the next 8 minutes, you know, sell them to you for $10. That's basically Woot. Let's see here. Sunny sees morning, which is around here somewhere. Aha! There's the more. And that's the... Nope. Hold on. I fucked it. There we go. I unfucked it. Oh! Hi. Okay, morning's got to be part of the spangram, given that it starts here. So morning... Oh, morning routine. That's our spangram. Here we go. Morning... Doot routine. Haha! There's a big, enormous spangram we got going on there. Yeah, I don't see a gimmimimim. I don't see I don't see Good Morning Mini Motorways in any fashion, which is weird because it's a thing we do every morning, most mornings. All right, so there's that. What's going on here? I mean, this just work. Oh, okay. And over here, we can break our fast, and then we can get dressed. These are things you do in the morning. Hey, how about that? Are those all things I've done this morning? I haven't had breakfast yet, actually. I suppose caffeinated water. That's why I have a headache. It's because I've had caffeine without solid food. Good job, Goog. God. Been a person for damn near 37 years now. You'd think I'd figure out how this fucking works by now. Anyway, for today's immaculate grid, we need Athletics' Marlins, Royals, Pirates, dudes what played the outfield, and dudes what banged 300 dingas. All right. An athletic. Ooh, I don't know when your birthday is, Sonny. Mine is Saturday. So, TMYK. The NA who hit 300 career homers is Hickey Renderson. People don't think about Ricky as a dinger guy, but he was a reasonable dinger guy. He also played for fucking... What do you mean he didn't get to 3... He was a reasonable dinger guy who played for fucking ever. You can get to 300... Okay, I suppose he was only sometimes a reasonable dinger guy. 300 dingers is a lot of dingers, but for a dude who played for 24 seasons... And granted, he was only good for maybe 16 of those, but still. 297 dinger guy. Angernated. An A who played the outfield is Coco Crisp. An A who hit 300 dingers is Josie Canseco. How about that? God. Marlin who played the outfield is Gary Sheffield. That sounds right. It's a factual statement. And a Marlin who hit 300 dingers was Carlos Delgado a Marlin, or am I making that up? I am probably making that up. Marlin who had 300 homers is Mike the Pizza Guy. Mike the Pizza Guy hit 300 homers. Also Gary Sheffield. Listen, Gary Sheffield would have fit this one, probably would have had a higher percentage. Carlos Delgado totally was a Marlin. Totally was not a Pirate, though, so does not fit this square, which is why Sam told me that now. What do you mean, what is Mike doing? Okay, Mike was a catcher. Catchers never wear their hats. But also, it's perfectly... I don't know, he had a tall head or something. I don't know. A Kansas City Royal who had 300 career homers is Carlos Beltran? That sounds right. Other than that, I don't know, probably George Brett, but we'll go with Carlos Beltran. That tracks. Kansas City Royal who played the outfield is also Carlos Beltran, so we can't do that. And I'm pretty sure also Coco Crisp, but we can't do that. So we'll go with this guy. He was a Royal for a minute. Andrew Benintendi was a Kansas City Royal who played the outfield. Yeah, both of the A's have their A's hats. Both of the Marlins have their Dodgers hats. Yeah. I don't know, with these are all pulling the official Baseball Reference photo, and for some of these guys, it's their most... I think for the retired guys, it's their most famously associated team, and for the active guys, it's their last team, and maybe Coco Crisp hasn't officially retired. Because Coco Crisp is not in the majors now. Maybe he hasn't officially retired, but I would put him in a Guardians hat here if they were just going for the... there's also that. The caps are by no means an official science at Baseball Reference. So, Andrew Benintendi is an active player who plays for the White Sox right now, so it makes sense that he's pictured in his White Sox cap. And for all of these retired dudes, Beltran played for a bunch of teams, but probably most famous with the Mets. Piazza played with a bunch of teams, most famous with either the Dodgers or the Mets. Canseco played for a bunch of teams, but most famous with the A's. Gary Sheffield played for a fuck-off load of teams. And you could make a case for a bunch. Coco Crisp, if it was purely famousness, he should be wearing a Guardians hat here. But, and this could well have played into the factor, picture of Coco Crisp in a Guardians hat doesn't exist. because when Coco Crisp was on the Guardians, they had a slightly more racist name and a significantly more racist hat. So I've talked myself into understanding why Coco Crisp is pictured in an A's hat here. This is a wonderful way to avoid having to name some Pittsburgh Pirates, by the way. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. We need to name some Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay. Pittsburgh Pirate who played for... Okay, so the TLDR Sunflare Space, and this is just education for people who don't know baseball and also America, I guess. The Cleveland baseball team used to be called the Indians, which is, you know, it's a term that is used for Native American people here in the Americas. And depending on who you listen to, and depending on how you say it, Indians is anywhere between a little bit of a word and very fucking racist. The Cleveland Indians mascot was a gentleman by the name of Chief Wahoo, which is already a bad name. Like you're starting off bad with that name, but just picture, like, you can Google Chief Wahoo if you like. Just picture the most blatantly racist red-faced caricature of a dude, and you're most of the way there. And they just wore this as their logo and thing for fucking ever, actually. And yeah, everybody was cool with that because, well, America. And eventually, like 3 to 5 years ago now, there was enough of a brouhaha and pressure that eventually Major League Baseball realized, we really can't do this with the mascot, and if we're changing the mascot, we might as well change the name. So there was pressure applied and money changed hands, and now the Cleveland baseball team is called the Guardians, after the Guardian Bridges in Cleveland, which is apparently a thing, but okay. And they have basically the same colors and font. Yeah, they tried to half-ass it by getting rid of Wahoo, but keeping the name. And listen, the racists didn't like that, and the people who didn't like Wahoo thought that wasn't enough. And listen, one group of that was correct, and it's not the racists. Hey, speaking of racists, there's an Atlanta baseball team. They're called the Braves, which is marginally better, but their fans do the tomahawk chop, which is also racist. Haven't been successful in getting rid of that yet, but, well. Again, this is a wonderful way of avoiding trying to name some fucking Pittsburgh Pirates, because, oh my god. A guy who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates and also the not Milwaukee Brewers, the Miami Marlins, Florida Marlins, is, I don't know, I was going to say Francisco Liriano, but I don't think he was a Marlin. I don't think he was a Royal or an A. He might have been a Marlin. If he played for any of these teams, it was the Marlins, but I don't think he played for any of them. So, poopies. All right. Let's just name some Pittsburgh Pirates and then see if we can stumble on them. What day was it this month? What? It was Independence Day. Will Smith? No, that doesn't make sense. It was Canada Day. Canadians, Jason Bay. It's entirely interesting. Okay, let's name some Pittsburgh Pirates. So Jason Bay, I don't think played for any of these teams. Freddie Sanchez might have played for some of these teams. I'm bad at guys, actually. Ow. Scratch my chin. AJ Burnett. AJ Burnett was totally a pirate, right? AJ Burnett. What day? Oh, it was Bobby Bonilla Day. Okay, well, Bobby Bonilla played for the Marlins. I think he probably didn't. Did Bobby Bonilla play for the Royals? Well, now I have it in my head that Bobby Bonilla played for the Royals, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. How about that? Aroldis Chapman. Oh, yeah. Chappie's a pirate now, isn't he? Good for him. And Dave Parker, actually legitimately good baseball player. How's about that? People remembered Bobby Bonilla for the Marlins and Pirates. Good for him. Good for them. Folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. I will be back tomorrow for another edition as we bring up the schedule here. We will let it be known it will be a bit of a brief streaming week, comparatively speaking, just because, stuff happens. I got in-person jobs Wednesday and Thursday, so no streams on those days, but we'll be back tomorrow with the usual slate. Until then, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
And there are shell walkers. Fuck me. Fuck me running. Fuck me running. Fuck me running. Am I okay? I am somehow amazingly, improbably okay.